because I feel like he'll understand it. Water?
Liberia and Haiti come together.
Yeah, we gonna light this bitch.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You're now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.
Yes. This is your boy, Sir DQ. I'm here with another one. Luke let me do another one, y'all. Believe it or not, Luke let me do not one, but two Florida Vibe directors. I think this guy likes me. Safe to say. He's my arch enemy and my lover at this point.
Whoa.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It was a joke. But a lover of me, all right? He's a supporter of me.
Still not good.
It's bad, right? That was not good.
Work on that.
I think I'll let it go and never happen again. But I'll have my friends here, my co-host, my brother, my good twin,
I am the good twin now.
is Just Add Water, my guy Water here. And I think it was only right that we had Water and he collab with me on like a team sport type of thing when we have the team sport crew, the one and onlys that stayed true. I got a really good intro for you, I'm not gonna lie. The rule benders.
And he says that in the middle of it.
Right? The rule benders, tune blenders, energy senders, the duo, the Black Boys Joy heroes, sophisticated Negroes, more mixes than a blender, more vibes than 90s hip hop head magazine collector, the Warner Bros, the Virgil Advice getters, Fam U progressors, the Haitian flexers, the Liberian mixers, the one and only. We got PaperWater here with us, ladies and gentlemen.
That was part of the intro.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
That was good?
That was
the
incredible.
best. That should be our bio right
Oh, I like that shit, man.
Send that to me.
Now I'll send you that drop.
Yeah.
I'll isolate it.
Listen, man, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for being on time, unlike my black ass. But we gonna make this happen, all right? I appreciate y'all. Nonetheless, let's start it off on the top. Y'all met in high school?
Yeah.
Playing football.
Yep.
What positions did y'all play?
Can you guess? Because no one gets it right now because I'm like a whole different person.
I'm gonna say safety.
No.
I'm gonna say defense.
Yes.
You play corner.
Receiver.
No.
Running back.
No.
Quarterback.
No.
Oh, you're
Is-
offense?
No, it was defense.
Oh, you're deep. You playing all the offensive positions. And you
I was
didn't play
way
corner?
bigger than I am.
You was not a D lineman.
I was a defensive end.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that next, but because I don't see
Quarterbacks used to
linebacker.
run.
Sherry, why you was eating all of the food and so big? You was the grill on it, tasso.
Yeah, who did
was
that
giving you
corner?
the strength.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
How'd you lose all the weight?
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I went on a journey because I'm gonna just be straight up. One day I was overweight after I finished playing college football, and I looked at myself in the mirror when I was naked one day, and I was like,
That's when it happened.
Yo.
I was
Nah,
like,
man.
what is wrong with me? So then I just went on like a diet. I just only ate tuna fish and oatmeal every day.
Sounds mad mid. You're proud of you.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then it just shed off, and now I was a whole different person.
That's lit.
Yeah, I grew out my hair.
I'm pretty sure your family was looking at you like, you're losing weight. You gotta eat.
Oh man, they thought I was sick for the longest time. They thought I was like, they're like, what's wrong with you? Are you sick? My grandma's like, yo, you okay?
Oh Lord, Deji, you ran track though in college.
Yes.
200 meter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh man, you got the stats.
I got a lot. I got the info,
It's not
brother.
that great.
Trust me, I got the info, man. You said you got what happened to the football dreams though?
So, when I went to FAMU, I was also in architecture school and doing track, and I was trying to be in the marching 100. So I was like, I can't. I don't know. I just like lost the dream of football. Like in high school, I was watching NFL Network, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna do.
Word.
But then when I went to FAM, I was like,
And you were playing what position? You
corner.
corner
Yeah.
and a D end. That's crazy.
Mhm.
So
Defensive connection. You know what I'm saying? Defense
Definitely.
always builds that.
yeah, we actually, because we can crack on each other is why we
for
got
sure.
bond each other so well.
yeah.
We actually hung out this week outside of work
How
for the
was it?
first time. I fell asleep. It's all right.
Wait, where did y'all go?
We went to the studio. We kind of like was there. He made jokes.
No, but
Yeah.
yeah, my dog, he's a good A&R and a good he's a good producer. You know. What
I'm a professional in the studio, homeboy.
I like that. That's how I started.
That's actually very important.
Like I'm the guy that's like, nah, you need to do that verse over it. That was good. Oh, you need a hook.
But then
I
he
got
does
you.
sleep, So you.
That's good.
So you're
That's
basically,
important.
you're basically a producer.
I am. I work with artists. My guy Dre Guy's here. But how did y'all come up with the name PaperWater?
I'll let you do it because you say the story better, actually.
Oh man.
And what does it mean?
I like to look at each other.
Right?
I was like, which one's gonna take it? So one day we were producing like after high school, right? And one day we were drunk. We went to Taco Bell. You know that Taco Bell line is really long.
Always.
And then, huh?
No, he said.
He said always. No, fact. Especially when the chalupa was popping.
Especially at the drunk hours.
Yeah.
I talk close to the mic.
Yeah.
So the line was super long, and then we were talking about how like, you know, what we were doing was like successful. We had like a group of people. We had a rapper, and it was us two.
What year was this?
2008, 2009. And while we were in the line, we're like, man, we can come up with anything. It's going to work. And he was like, Cookie Crisp, Cocoa Puffs. And we were just bouncing back and forth.
I see it happening
And then he's
already.
like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then he was like, I don't know why Deji said it, but he was like, PaperWater. And then I was like, PaperWater.
That's so fire.
Yeah.
That's so
My
fire.
brain's like broken that way.
And then we looked at each other just as we did, and then we were like, we both said it at the same time. And we were like, PaperWater. And then
That's
we're like,
it.
yeah, that's it. And then we just didn't talk about it after.
Ever again.
I just started drawing PaperWater on paper. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the next wave.
Lit.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
I see what he did there. So then how did y'all get into production and DJing? What came first?
Production.
Okay.
So when it came to producing, like since I was 5, I was like playing piano.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
And so for when I got into production, was like in high school. You remember like Dipset?
Come on. Can I get a cheer? Come on, man.
So Dipset was popping, and it was like during that time that everyone in Miami was lying and saying
Yeah.
they're from like Harlem.
Big cubits and corner earrings, do rags, white T-shirts, Air Forces, and the Timberlands at an all-time high. I remember for sure.
Exactly. So I was like, yeah, I want to get into like. I was like, how do I make beats? Like, how do I do it? And then one of my homies was like, yo, you have to get Fruity Loops. And I was like, what, the cereal? What?
Right. I think everybody says that the first time they hear about Fruity Loops. It's like, what you talking about? I said I want to make beats. You talking about food?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
No one called it FL Studio back then.
Not at all. What
No,
about you?
no.
What about you, Eddie?
I started way after because I was the studio homeboy. So I would go to the studio with him and this rapper we were working with at the time, Mikey Marriott. Shout out to Mikey. He's still one of the best rappers I've ever heard in my life. And I would just give them advice. And then Deji would send me beats. And he would be like, what do you think of this? And I'm like, try this. And I'll be like, you should try like this type of single and whatever. And Deji was like, I think you could be a producer. And then I was like, nah, man, I have no interest in that. I was like, I just don't want to produce. And then he's like, I'm telling you, man, you could be a producer. And after college, I couldn't get a job for like a year. Like, I don't know why, just nobody would hire me. So
God's sign showing you all them jobs ain't shit, man. You got this.
yeah. And then somebody was like, man, you guys are producers. You guys should DJ. And then he was like, he gave us our first opportunity, and I just started to work with Deji heavy. And I would send him my beats, and he'll like tell me it's trash. He'll be like, yo, this is trash. And
Gotta love the constructive criticism.
definitely. But it would get me like, having that sports background, I would take everything personal, and I would just want to get better.
Push farther.
Yeah, so I would wake up every day at 5 a.m. and then I would just like work on music, and then I was obsessed with it. And every day 5 a.m. I would just get up on cue, 4 or 5 hours, send Deji the beats, and be like, "What do you think about this? What do you think about this?" And then he'll be like, "You can't do this because it has to be structured that way." And he taught me all the rules. And then one day I sent him
The
a beat.
sensei.
Yeah. One day I sent him a beat, and then he was like, it's good.
I just want to have on a beat.
Yeah.
None of that on a beat. None of this on a beat.
I
Do it.
I don't remember what beat it was, but I do remember the feeling of being like, okay.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you being a sensei and all, because, you know, your college years, you were part of the group After the Smoke.
Yes.
How did that play a role in your career?
Extensively. I feel like, so After the Smoke had the lead singer, Woozy, This other guy, Joao, that's his artist name now, Soft Glass. And it was
No T, right?
no
SOF?
T. Yeah.
GLA.
Yeah.
I seen it.
Yeah. So we were After the Smoke. After Smoke kind of sounded like a band version of Outkast. It was like an indie alternative thing. And Woozy was just great at visuals, 3D design, like everything. So like how I got into After the Smoke was that I told him that I was a photographer, because during the time my beats were so weird that people were like, nah, like, what the fuck is this?
Well, what kind of like genre was the majority of the people? Like hip hop, rap more so, or electronic? Was it?
I think I was just making like experimental music. And then one guy actually said he would charge me for him to hop on the beat in the studio. He was like, yo, you have to pay me to get on this. So
How'd that make you feel?
like shit, but I was just so stubborn. I'm a Taurus, so I'm so stubborn. I was like,
Okay.
I'm gonna keep going. And then I remember I started working with this girl, Hot Yella, in Tallahassee while I was at FAM, and she was like, man, your beats are so weird. I don't think it'll ever work, but there's
Look at-
this group called After the Smoke.
I've never heard of Hot Yellow, but I've heard of PaperWater. Look at her.
Yeah. Shout out Hot Yella. I don't know what she's probably
Cold
like
Yella
a
now.
mother or something.
Hope you're doing well.
No, but then like y'all brought like Diplo to Tally.
Yes. Actually, yeah.
Y'all like the first people to do that.
Yes.
That's lit.
That's
What-
dope as fuck.
And that was like part of like your role at Evil Genius Records.
Yes, with Alex Grunberg.
Yes.
That's crazy.
This like
Surprise! You know how good I feel.
Like
you
Nardwuar.
You know how good I feel. Luke knows I felt good to feel like that, but you don't understand how good that makes me feel. Big Nardwuar fan. Continue.
No one knows that at all.
Except my black
I think,
ass. Continue.
yeah, Diplo, I think he was paid $500 and a champagne bottle. And he was like making beats.
This is
on
like
his
what
laptop.
year? Like this like it's gotta be like 2011, 12.
Yeah, 2011. So he was still Diplo, but
Diplo,
not
yeah,
Diplo.
not Diplo. But you knew he was Diplo though,
Yeah.
and you also knew you were PaperWater. I love that.
That's crazy.
Nah,
Okay.
so you had Diplo early as fuck.
No, because like y'all are producers of numerous sorts, not just production, of course, the DJing, but y'all have the agency half full.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about the inception of that from like the party, and then how it got into the agency.
Okay. That's a look. All right.
What was?
He gave me the look to answer. He's like, so we used to do this rooftop called the One Hotel Rooftop. I don't know if you guys ever been on One Hotel.
The one rooftop?
Yeah, man. It used to be. It's beautiful. That's why we named that
The
one
song.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we used to play this rooftop, and we would play like a certain night, and then they would never send a photographer on night. I don't know for whatever reason, but we were.
You black. That's black.
Yeah, exactly.
DQ always gotta say it.
It's true.
Leave it to DQ.
We were the only black DJs, so it's ironic.
So it's got to be the right reason.
Yeah. And that's funny.
Broken clocks right twice a day, you know what I'm saying?
And we're like, damn, man, we need to capture this somehow. We need to like show people that we're doing this rooftop and we're black, you know, like they don't let black people up here. So we're like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna buy our own camera and we're just gonna take pictures. And none of us knew how to take pictures. Shout out to Aaron Turner at the time.
God bless his heart.
Yeah, he's our manager, so he just believed in anything we said at this. He was like, fuck it, I support it. So he got a camera. We got it with all our money that we had at the time.
Well, we had to get the Sigma lens because like that was the best lens for black people.
Yeah,
Because we didn't have lights, so we're like,
Nah, I told you something,
Deji, you're so great. Continue, please, Eddie.
yeah. And then we just started taking pictures. They were all shitty. And then no, I'm good for now. And then we started
We love you, Diddy.
literally
Lil Boss is better.
little by little, it kept getting better. And people were like, yo, who takes your pictures? Or who does your videos? And then
And just started ranching out.
yeah, and it just we're like, we need to make up a name, and we're like, our boy Garrett used to get on us. He used to call us like wet paper.
Oh, Lord.
They used to say like little shit, so that's where we get our name. And then we were just like, oh, what can we use to like be close to our name? So we thought about half full, like a cup half full. And then the meaning about a cup half full is like kind of our whole approach to everything.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Damn, being half full, half. It's like one of y'all, the optimistic and the pessimistic here.
Both at times. We just be flipping.
Yeah, we just flip by situation. Actually, also the Michelle Legion part. With so the party, I don't know if I'm jumping around, but we used to have a radio mix series before everything called Half Full Radio. Mm-hmm. And so that's what, because we couldn't get gigs, we were like, all right, let's get like DJs that are dope and do like a radio show. And so Michelle Legion, somehow she like heard it through like the management we had at the time. And she was like, let's like turn this into like a 90s hip hop party. And then we're like, we're going to do that, but not just do 90s hip. We'll do 90s hip hop for like 30 minutes.
Like the first few minutes, and then let's go house.
Yeah, house. And like we had a thing called Trap Hour. So like there's like 1 hour that we would go hard in the hardest, like Future, 21 Savage, when he wasn't even popular.
You guys
like
are
that.
just batting up these people, White Club. What's wrong with you guys?
They had to do it.
Yeah.
Gucci Man and Young Jeezy and just
The worst.
shoot them up, bang banging up the people them club. I love it.
They had to shake it up.
And that's when the pizza would come in.
Oh yeah, I definitely been to one of y'all parties. I definitely remember
Yeah.
going to like what was the name of that venue? Damn, was
Libertine.
it might have been Liberty.
Or if it was on
It was
the
right
beach,
next
that's
to the
Rec
next to the highway off of like 8th, close downtown Miami. Had the little football thing next to it.
Oh no, that's that other the soccer. It had the
Yeah,
soccer
the little
field.
soccer joint. When I say football, I'm sorry, I'm Jamaican. So
That's the
No,
right
same thing. I actually knew. I was like, yeah,
Good
that's soccer.
save.
I said
Yeah.
football. I was like, y'all supposed to know. You Liberian, you Haitian. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Football
Yeah.
came first.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, but speaking of coming first. Pause. That's
Damn.
crazy. How did you come to the decision of putting your song on the song Chopped and Screwed, putting your vocals? That's the first song you put your vocals on. How did you come to that decision?
All right, it was all due to a piece of equipment called the TC Helicon.
Okay.
And like we bought the TC Helicon. We didn't even know why, but we were like, yo, this is a vocal processor. Let's get it. And I got it, and there was like a feature on there that was like T-Pain or some shit like that. Like it was like a T-Pain.
Big old auto-tune.
Yeah, and it was crazy because it's hardware, so it's like you get to like fuck with it. And that was the first time I sounded good on like a record, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. Let me send this out. And then they're like, yo, this is it. Like, let's put this out. And then the rest is history.
That's dope. So I'm so glad that you did, because that was like 2017 that track came out on streaming platforms. And Tony Hawk is like a banger of mine. I love that shit.
I love Tony Hawk.
And I grind like Tony Hawk. And then get you.
Shout out Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk is about, but how, like, Tim Aj, how you pronounce his name?
Ajayi.
Ajayi. Like that's a dope connection as well. Like, will we ever hear Deji on the vocals?
Yes.
Yeah, there we
Yes.
go.
We already
Put that
got
pressure
some
on him.
tuck.
Yeah, he's been pushing me to get on vocals, and I've been practicing.
And you haven't done any tracks yet?
I do have vocals on some tracks.
He
Unreleased?
just doesn't want to put them.
No, I have some that are released, but
Ooh. And I've heard it. It's on streaming?
it's on streaming.
What songs
Yeah.
you on, brother?
Shut Up, featuring
Okay.
Dina.
Dina.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dina Dean.
The Vroom Project.
Yeah, the Room Project.
Shut Up is like the electric house version of okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's lit. I love it. I fuck with Dina. Like one of my first few shows doing in Miami, 2017 or so. Cause Art Love Trap, Marcus, that's the homie, big homie.
Hey, shut up, Marcus.
So I love Wild. I love that track too. He killed that verse. He did his thing.
We owe him like a personal record though.
Word.
He was like,
Make that happen, man. Don't hold
Okay.
out on my homeboy, bro. I got you, bro. Don't worry. Also, though, speaking of first track, we're gonna start with the first project. First project out the gate. Slow down. You're moving too fast.
Yeah.
First track on there is Moon Man. I'm sure it was you that said it. Speeding like I'm Usain. What's the next bar? I got Gang Glock Loose Swing.
Car Black Bruce Wayne.
So it was.
Did you just say?
Don't even worry about it. Speeding like I'm Usain. Car Black Bruce Wayne. Kick it like I'm Liu Kang. Is there a love for like video games there?
Oh, definitely. Big video.
What are some of y'all favorites there?
Definitely Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct. Damn, I played a lot of fighting games. All the Mario series, Smash Bros.
You know how I know you're
had
my
the
age?
GameCube.
You know how I know you're my age? You're naming the greats. You're a great man. What about you, Deji?
Dreamcast, Power Stone.
Ooh, that was that.
It was like Power Stone.
Hey, I had Power Stone and Midnight Racer and Royal Rumble. What are
Oh
you
my
talking
God.
about?
And Power Stone's like a lot of
Nah,
money. Like people
Power
are selling
Stone-
it for like 150.
Yo, no,
crazy.
wait,
Showing y'all
stop.
age right now,
Power
for
Stone
real.
really, oh my gosh, that
was one of the best of all time.
unlocked a memory in my like,
Like-
ching, ching, bah! I feel like I just hit the rubies that I got of it.
And what's crazy, there's this like vintage video game store that he's selling Dreamcast for like 150. So I was like, I'm gonna do that.
That's fire. I love that. That is so fire. Next track though.
That's
Slow down, moving at too fast. Imagine it had Jill Scott. Little. It was giving Jill Scott. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah,
It
we
was giving-
sampled it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some people don't like talking about samples.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You started getting in the way of what I'm feeling. Yes. All right. I love her.
Right there.
Unlike no other. Who are some of y'all favorite R&B artists?
Jazzy.
Big up Delion. You know how I
Jazzy.
go on. Big up Diddy.
Why I gotta speed
Free-
up? Why they gotta speed up?
Free game. Free game for niggas.
Ivan Love, Robin Thicke.
Songs for women. Free games for niggas. Out now.
She went
Oh
number one.
man,
She went
that's
number
the
one.
dope. I mean, well, since y'all brought it up,
Yeah, how'd y'all meet Jazzy, man? How'd y'all meet her?
since y'all brought it up,
It's actually a cool
bro.
story. So, was it the year 2 Art Basels ago, which is 2021 Art Basel, we did like the Frost Planetarium. And we heard about Jazzy. Jazzy's
what
like
is that? What's the Frost Planetarium?
it downtown at
Okay.
the Frost
venue.
Science Museum.
Okay.
And so we did like a dome event. We honored Virgil. It was like the year Virgil died.
Rest in peace, Virgil.
And so we had another party in Wynwood, and we're like, oh, let's go check it out. And as we were walking in, Jazzy was like walking out the party. And then we're like, Jazzy? And then she was like, PaperWater. And I remember being shocked. I was like, oh, shit.
She
like,
knows us.
Yeah, she knows us.
Yeah.
It be like that. Hey, that should be happening in Miami. I'm from Broward, so when I go to Miami, someone's like, "Yo, Sir DQ," I was like, "Huh? Y'all know me?"
Florida's real small,
Nah, but
especially if you're doing something. You know what I'm saying?
You hear it about Jazzy in the
not,
studios.
listen, Not Like is my favorite song, possibly top 10 from y'all. I was listening to it. Nobody do it. No, like you. I can't wait till that drops. I'm not even go crazy, but
Jazzy, you need to drop that.
Yes, y'all working with Grammy nominated artists, high people, high respected of certain crowds. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but also Beam is so another artist. I love the Sneaky Blind. His project from last year was one of my favorites. Like top 10, one of my favorites. Like I can show you my posted top 10 albums, and Beam's like number 9 on there. Like
Shout out to Beam.
you know what I mean? That project Alien was
Insane.
Yeah, he's
phenomenal. Tell me about team sport. Like what is
Team Sports like a family.
Okay.
And shout out to Dot Lauren Moore. He's like our manager now.
okay?
And so, honestly, like the first time I met Dot, you know when something seems too good to be true, you're like, man, this person's a scammer. Like for sure.
Nah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
For a long time, but he was like, you know, we're doing this team sport thing, and he happened to come to our house because he was checking out another artist in our house. And I guess he saw our production, and he started hitting up Jazzy. And I could say he's like the architect of team sport because you got like all the right people, and he's like really good at putting you in a room for you to like expand as an artist, as a human being.
Let you
everything.
grow
Yeah.
naturally.
And he gets out the way, and he's like very supportive. Like he knows everybody's strength, and he just will shine a light on it. So
I
everybody
like
can
his
see.
style.
Yeah, it's cool, quiet, gooning.
So
Like,
team sports new. It's like
Yeah,
a new family.
I love it.
I wanted to say
who's
more,
part of-
but I was
who
like-
consists of team sport? Who's a part of it?
there's Enzo. He's a producer out of Denver, Colorado. Enzo's amazing. He's like literally 40 mixed with Mike Dean, mixed with like
He could do any genre.
Yeah, could do any genre. He's amazing. There's Nate G. He's a mix engineer. He's amazing. There's Jazzy. There's Dot. There's PaperWater. Is there anybody I'm missing?
Ace, but I only spoke to Ace like one time.
Oh, Fabe, Focus.
Fabe, yeah.
Oh, Fabe is the
Oh,
GOAT.
Fabe, so he's like OG.
Yeah, he's OG. He's
he started with
original.
Jazzy.
Yeah.
Because I know about Fabe and Jazzy. I met them at the Blue House. I don't know if you guys have.
Oh yeah.
No, we heard about Blue House, but
Yeah, so I'm also like, I don't want to say one of the original. I was a part of Team Sport at one time.
Oh shit.
You know, because I know Ray Taylor.
okay.
Yeah, so we all cool. I was, you know, I used to take pictures. I was a photographer at one point. You know,
Yeah.
so I was just in the mix with all them. So I saw Team Sport from the beginning with him, Google, Jazzy. Everybody used to come to the Blue House. Blue House was legendary.
I heard about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
Blue
always
House
talks about
legendary.
it still.
Yeah. So shout out to Jazzy for, you know, keeping Team Sport alive this long, and you know what I'm saying, not like you said, being the architect and doing what he's doing type shit, and keeping the dream alive and shit. Because it started just how y'all are describing it, just everybody doing their own thing collectively, but pushing each other to do what they can do best. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their own niche, and everybody's just pushing everybody else to do what they want to do, like at the highest level they can, type shit. So
I heard about that era too. Like I heard about the chapters of Team Sport, and I'm like, all right, so we're like the new cast of the real world.
the new wave type shit.
that feels like we're in the Lakers or something.
No,
I was
y'all
like, this is
definitely,
probably like
y'all
how
definitely
NBA
in the
players
goats.
feel.
Y'all
Yeah.
definitely in the goats, and y'all definitely not on the bench for sure.
Y'all definitely the like.
Starters.
Nah, y'all the Kobe era right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Shaq and Kobe though.
Yeah.
Big defensive end. No, but
Mutombo. I'm a 5'9" Mutombo.
I like Mutombo, man. Come on.
All right.
Favorite. So who are some of y'all favorite DJs?
Ooh, damn.
I've never been asked that question in my life.
Yeah, for real.
What?
Yes, it's crazy.
Let's leave it up to me, man. I got a few questions. I'm pretty sure nobody asked you. Right after this, Luke, pull up some of them things.
True, but I mean that one shouldn't have been one they've never heard in their life.
I
Who's some
know,
of your
but
favorite DJs.
yeah,
I feel
No
like
one
it's a
ever-
question y'all should ask each other.
pull up one of them things, Luke. They in the DM.
You know what? But I'm in the period of my life that like as you get more in the music industry, you realize some people don't actually DJ. So you're just like, oh. So like now in my brain, I'm like, all right, who actually DJs for real? Whose thing is like completely fake?
Well, even like growing up though, not just currently, just like I mean,
DJ Sandman, I
Yeah.
want to say he's the person that got me really into it. He mentored us to get to the point where we're at now, and like shaped our style, let us like observe things and like kind of pick styles from different people. That's like kind of how I view DJing, is like it's almost like everyone's like a fighter, and then they got a special move, and it's like, what's your special move?
that's why.
Yeah, that was good.
And that boy love video games for real.
Yeah. Old Tekken head up.
Capcom, Marvel
DJ.
vs. Capcom, boy. I see you.
DJ Spinelli.
Spinelli's the homie. I love.
Spinelli.
Yeah.
I met Spinelli, and I've known Spinelli for a little time, and then I actually met Spinelli in like the most funniest way ever. Like I went to I think a Roots Collective event, and I was just telling, there was a young lady with her, and I was chopping up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I always tell Spinelli about you." And I was like, "You tell Spinelli about me?" And it's like, "Yeah, that's my homie." And I was like, I met Spinelli, and ever since then, I was like, "Yo, Spinelli's the homie." She's just so organically real, like cool with the love. I love that about like y'all, Spinelli, Jazzy. Like I remember nights meeting Jazzy in like Club Space and just real organic type shit.
Wait, Club Space?
Yeah.
Where what? Who was playing? Was it like a tech?
Oh boy, it was a drunk night. That was like the third stop for that night. I was faded. This was the corner. Then we went there.
Okay,
like,
once
yeah,
you do the corner, okay.
yeah, bro. It was like one of them nights. You know how that go. But I'm so glad you gained confidence though, vocally.
Yeah.
To get on that. Lipstick is. I love
you, man.
lipstick.
He was on a
lipstick. Like that was by 2019. Y'all was just pushing shit out consistently,
Yeah.
and it's like when y'all make these productions, do y'all really envision someone on them ideally? Like, do y'all ever have an ideal?
It was the lack of people hopping on our beats that made me do vocals. So like then I just was like, I don't get it. Like I hear people on it, and then people wouldn't hop on it. They'll be like, this is too weird, like what he said. It's
Common
been,
theme.
Yeah. definitely a common theme.
Basic ass niggas, man.
Yeah, and then I guess once I started hopping on it, people started to be like, which is my goal. They'll be like, I could do better. And
Yeah,
then-
I bet.
Yeah,
Come
so
to the studio, bro.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, sure, for sure, yeah, like, yeah. So now that's kind of like how I use it as like some songs that nobody wants to hop on, I'll release them, and then my voice will be on it, and then it'll just be like a reference sometimes.
And you speak of like hop on, you know, you hop out.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Most of you niggas is hating. Most of you bitches is hating. You spoke on hating on there. I love that. All right, it's clear as day. There's always like hip hop beefs and raps and stuff like that. Like that's like the epitome of hip hop since the beginning stages. Is there any of that in like electronic world or the DJ world?
Like hip hop being in electronic.
No, like
Beefs in electronic music.
like people like dramas and beefs and stuff like that.
Diplo would be the head of all of them, like, cause Diplo would say I fucked your bitch on Twitter, too. Like, what's his name?
What was that pop star girl's name? I can't.
Selena Gomez.
But what
Selena
about
Gomez,
like with y'all though? Like anybody like is that happening
Probably
with y'all?
people-
Behind
probably,
closed
like, some
doors,
people
people
don't like
blackball
us.
us.
Yeah.
There's people that blackball us.
Damn.
They
Yeah.
really go hard. White collar crime.
Oh
Yes.
man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
For no
EDM
reason.
is white collar. They're like, I'm gonna affect your pockets.
Oh yeah,
It's just worse.
that's sick. That is so sick. And then we got Out of Time, one of the last tracks on the project. You said, so that mean I'm on my grind. Please don't waste my fucking time. You're a person that values your time.
Yes.
How do y'all balance your love life and your careers?
My love life is in shambles right now. I need
Basura.
A wife. Basura. Hey, this is an application. This is an open application. Where do I look? I need a wife.
Oh yeah, Luke, pull one of them up from the top. Pull one of them joints from the top
Sponsored
up.
by Raya.
Listen, I need a wife. I need somebody that's gonna hold it down. A little busted baby.
Yeah, Luke, start with that bad bitches one. Start with that bad bitches one. Continue. He need a bad baby. What about you, Deji?
I'm in a relationship. It's going good, but it is hard balancing, like doing music. If you decide to do music, just your life is just fucked up.
Yep.
Trust me.
So
Drake said it best.
it's just
I'm gonna
hard.
take my time away from women.
Yeah.
Luke, pull that thing up. The one with the BAD, BIT.
I told you to stop saying things like that.
It's a life journey trying to balance.
What did I say?
Pull
So
that
from the top. Hey yo, that's crazy. Hey yo, pause, man. Right there. No, right there.
Oh my God, these are tweets.
Yes. Stop. No, not that one. Not that one. Go back. Go back. Beat that one right there. BAD. Bad Bitches Can. Yes. At 6:19 p.m.
okay.
on January 25th, 2022. I want to know which one of you said bad bitches can be lame too.
This I told them this in a conversation, and then I checked on Twitter, and this man tweeted it, and I was like, "Did you just tweet what I just told you?"
Stole it?
Yeah, he stole it. He stole
I
it.
told
He be
it.
stealing
I was
it.
like, this is a good tweet.
Trying to give him no time.
Yo, no time. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Why did you feel that way? What inspired that?
Man, you know, I've been
It's a true statement.
I've been single for a while now, and I go on a lot of dates with cool women and bad bitches. Like, you know, I have, you know,
Right.
women are pretty, you know, and they could be lame.
Women are pretty. It's crazy.
So it's like some women just have no substance. They just think if they look good, that's just gonna take care of the conversation. But I'm like, I want to know if you like video games. What's your favorite movie?
That's
Right.
specifically what he wants.
That boy be invested. That boy be invested.
Yeah, I want to know what you're
taking
into,
after
what
a
books you're reading, like stuff like that. I want to know if you're gonna be a good mother, like, you know. So
That boy trying to start a family. You so.
First date.
I love that.
yeah, I'm Haitian. as fuck.
for my wife.
Okay. No, that was like the early years though. That was like 2019. We started getting into like 2020. You know what I mean? It's okay. You know, we are changed and reformed, man. That's what 2022. Maybe not. You reformed now. New year, 2023.
Yeah.
We're good.
Gentlemen.
But is there a preference though when we go to like projects versus singles? Like, I love Like a Mac. You know what I mean? Like a Mac, and you sitting on my lap. Like that song is hard. but that was just a single. Didn't make it to any of the projects. What is there a preference there? How do you guys determine what goes to streaming versus what goes to just a single or whatnot?
By committee, for sure. Like, I'll send music out. Like, even with you, I'll send music out. You'll tell me what you like. And I'm like, oh, shit, not like.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, I got a few others on that, the private list for sure.
Yeah.
But not like is fire. The boom, what is that? Boom to boom? The joint we have
About to boom.
About to boom. Fire. I heard that today too. I was listening with that with Dragard, my guy. And I'm listening and he was telling me something and I was like, nah, I hear you, but let me run this back one time. This has got to get ran back.
It's one of my favorite Kendrick tracks right now.
How do y'all determine that? Like Nah, we ain't going there yet. But yeah, we gonna go there. I see Luke want to go there.
Don't read ahead now.
Nah, Deji could answer the question and we'll get into that.
Okay, we'll do that later.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm sure you did that. I'm sure.
I did this one.
Continue with the streaming question. How do you determine?
Oh, with streaming?
Yeah, how do you determine what makes the projects and what?
We make so much music, so we have like 2,000 track ideas. And I feel like sometimes when we're putting projects together, it's very chaotic, but then we'll have like certain situations or certain lanes that we'll just see the lane, and we're like, oh, these group of tracks go good with this lane. And let's say like one year where I was like, I wish I really pushed harder on it. I was like, I want to do like a Black Panther EP and do a protest techno album. Like, imagine the Black Panthers were just all like techno artists.
That's fire.
And then how they fight, they were just like, yo, we're gonna do techno.
Damn, they need y'all
And people
so
are like,
bad.
you can't do the drum beat.
They need y'all. I wasn't crazy about the Rihanna song, but
That's a wild concept, though.
So we just kind of pick it by, I guess, the situation or like what's happening currently. I feel.
no, and I spoke about like earlier about Wet Paper. Your homeboy called y'all Wet Paper, and that's the name of the record label.
Yeah.
And y'all always keep a singer in the tuck, like always. Like y'all got Morgan, you know, y'all did the project with Dina Vroom, the three-track project. I love that. Tell me about Wet Paper Records and what's the vision over there and who's over there.
Okay, I'll go with that. So Wet Paper, right now, personally, and like I feel like with Wet Paper, it's like a transition period of like, PaperWater feels like we're like growing and going into like new lands in the music industry, and then the people that were a part of Wet Paper originally, it was like Morgan, Coffin Tex,
74.97.
yeah, 70. Well, 74 was never like officially a part of Wet Paper, but 74 was like an artist that we like discovered and we're like, oh shit, you're like dope as
Fire,
hell. And then
right.
now he's doing like his own thing with like Blind Records. And so I feel like everyone like grew out of it, and then we're also growing, and then Wet Paper is just kind of like our personal like boutique.
All right, you gave me the buttered ups version. Basically, ain't nobody on the label right now. It's just y'all.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with nobody that was on the label before.
Nobody. Yeah.
Damn, see, so like, are y'all? I mean, damn, y'all stay with a good vision since like Valia Snow. Like y'all did a few tracks with her.
That's crazy. No, the name change. Violet Snow is Morgan.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Caught up,
Yeah. So
And-
that's Morgan.
like Smoke in the Hot Pursuit project.
I'm gonna use this time because Morgan's in New York right now. Morgan's great.
Word.
She's in New York doing her thing, but I think Morgan needs to get in the studio.
For real. She's one of the best songwriters I've worked with as well.
Now y'all incorporated her on the Moonbird track.
Yeah.
For the Vroom project,
Yes.
and that was, like I said, the Vroom project was dope. I fuck with Dina. She's out here.
I wish that got more. I felt like
Attention?
that project. Yeah,
It was dope. It was dope. It had its moment. I think that definitely played a role in me being aware of who y'all are. I was like, oh shit, Dina linked to PaperWater. Like at that time, it was like 2020. And speaking of like 2020, y'all kicked out like 18 tracks on streaming platforms in 2020.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that, boy? You was working. Your vocals was
Off key and shit.
You was going hard. No, I was always on key. But
That's gonna happen soon
like,
again.
tell me about the effects of like 2020, COVID coming. How did that affect for y'all as DJs being always in venues and a lot of stuff like that?
It actually killed us, but it
Devastating.
helped in the weirdest way, because we were also throwing events, and we capped off that year with SoundCloud, Art Basel, and we partnered up with SoundCloud. We did like a 3-day event. We played it with our party. They sponsored our party, so it was cool. We had Playboy Cardi actually come to the show, and it was really dope. And it was just like a crazy time. And then we had like so much plans for the new year, and then like COVID happened, and then I remember not like thinking it would be like a 2-week thing. Like I was like, all right, this like 2 weeks, like we're gonna get right back into the studio. It's gonna be easy to work
2
with
weeks
people.
to stop the spread.
Yeah. And then 2 years, bro, later, it's like we had to reinvent ourselves and like rethink about what was important to us. And then like,
We started recovering like in February of this year.
yeah, we're
We all
back in
doing
it.
Yeah.
Instagram live sets.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, February was lit, man. Y'all had the event at Apple
Yeah.
that
for
was,
the release of the new single, Veet.
Yeah. You said it right.
Hey, man, I listen.
Yeah.
I listen. And that's what, for Speed,
Yes.
for Haitian,
Yeah. In French, yeah.
French,
Yeah.
ou parle Creole?
Un petit peu.
Okay, that one thing I saw this crazy, man. I love the black whites. So, but like y'all are just great and talented. Like, tell me about that experience of performing at an Apple store at Aventura Mall, which I'm sure you growing up in Miami, been living in Miami, went to Aventura Mall for years, and now like y'all did an event there. I came out there with my homeboy, and it was a great. Like, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all came through with the black turtlenecks and the mom jeans and the New Balances with the whole look and the glasses.
we dressed up as Steve Jobs. That was
Right.
like,
That shit was lit.
Yeah.
That shit was lit.
It was
tell
cool.
me tell me how about that. Like,
I think it was such a cool experience, because that was the first time we got to do a show with just all of our original music and kind of stand behind like PaperWater as like a duo brand, whatever. And working with Apple was like a whole experience within itself, because like working on that level of expertise, like they're very diligent on every single step of the way. So like it kind of like reshaped what we think about doing in live shows and how to like incorporate like the crowd, the technology around us, and like it was super cool. Yeah.
This is dope. You agree with that, DG? Everything he
I
said?
do, yeah. Basically, like Apple's like ethos, they're like minimalist, so they actually change how our live set's gonna be in the future, because they like forced us to use like the minimal amount of equipment that would be essential for like the set. So they're great, honestly.
Nah, facts. So now we fast forward in a little bit.
Yeah.
We got 2020. We got dope tracks like Skydiving.
Oh, I love that track.
I love it too. Tim comes back through from Tony Hawk. He said, "It's what I feel. What's the deal? I ain't talking that. Balenciaga never see me sporting that. Yeah, I keep it simple." What's your stances on like high fashion support, and what are your favorite brands? I would say, if there is any, because there's like a big stigma, is that as Black individuals, we're not really seen, and when we are seen, it's for a certain thing. And y'all are very fly guys, like from the covers to every day. Y'all stay clean with the fashion. Like, what are y'all stances about that?
We're like really into high fashion.
I can tell.
And like design. So
Be honest. This is the platform you can be honest, brother.
no, it's more like some of the brands I like, I don't know how to pronounce properly.
That boy like that French
Like
overseas.
what's it called? Jacquemus?
Jacques Muis.
Yeah, Jacquemus.
Oh, I said
Okay.
that wrong probably.
Yeah, Jacquemus is like incredible. I love Telfar
Sponsor.
because I ended up meeting him before, like a while back when he was like DJing and stuff.
Okay.
And so like seeing his whole journey is like really dope. Also, he's Liberian, so
Just like you.
Yeah,
You trying to
that's-
release a line too? Let me find out.
yeah,
That far back, coming soon.
for real. So I wear the Telfar leather hats. What else are we messing with?
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, I mean, you
Theory.
say,
I love Japanese undercover.
okay.
Yeah, undercover.
Those are all dope brands. I like them. What about you?
Off-White.
What about you, Eddie?
I really like local designers. Like I really like my homies that do custom stuff. So like I would like to take. I like thrifting clothes and then like making them custom through like local designers. I think that's like super cool. So I'll team up with anybody that's doing anything cool to be like, I like that piece. So I think it'll look good on me. So let's try to do local a lot.
A lot of my pants that I wear is from like Liberia. So I get that custom made, and like we have like these pants with like the squiggly things that we both have. That's like from Liberia. So like I've been on the pants, like colorful pants.
Okay.
Y'all fucking with the Misfit boots?
No.
Honestly,
that's
it's
a no
dope
for me.
if you have like the social media like thing. They're like, I'm gonna get these and sit front row, like a floor seats at the Heat game. I would.
Yeah, you pulling those out.
Yeah.
It's an art piece.
Well, speaking of pulling out, pause. It sounds crazy. You know, when you pull out, you want to go somewhere crazy. When you're on Demon Time, you got to take them to Hollywood, Florida. That's how you hide in plain sight. Y'all might run into someone you both know in Miami. Which one of y'all said that on July, is it? July 14th, 2022, 9:30 in the morning. This is on your mind.
Damn.
That was the next
impressive.
morning. So when I was single, I was like,
You weren't single.
even
too
in
long
general,
ago.
as advice, you know, like if you're in the nightlife scene in Miami, Hollywood's like the perfect place. I hate that I'm saying it now because then now people are gonna be like, oh, I'm
gonna be
gonna
hot. It's
I'm
gonna
gonna go
be
to
hot.
Hollywood,
Yeah, now Hollywood, Florida, I
And there's gonna
definitely
be more traffic for us.
Hollywood, Florida is the beach.
and I'll be in a random spot. I'll be in a reggaeton club, just with the chick.
With a joint.
Yeah, and like it's the best place because if I go to Red Rooster or whatever,
It's hot. Everybody
Yeah,
know you.
yeah, exactly.
I ain't know you was in a relationship. Chill out. She's not that. You
I
make it
got
pop.
caught too many times.
So if you're on Demon Time, go to Hollywood. I don't know why I had to say that at 9:30 in the morning, but I was like,
Nah, that you probably got home at 9.
Yeah.
And made that tweet at 9:30.
I was like, the world needs to know.
No, I mean it's fine. We got Bad Contracts. Another fire track from y'all.
Yeah.
Song about breakups. What are the important things for y'all in a relationship? Like the necessities. You single, you in a relationship. So what are the things that you would need for a relationship, and what are the things that are the necessities that what you appreciate, what you like?
The most important thing for me in a relationship is like being able to have great conversation and being open. So somebody that if they're like, I don't like this, they could like communicate
Dialogue,
that.
communication.
Yeah, dialogue. So I think that's like a number one for me because I feel like that's why everyone breaks up. There's like a disconnect of understanding. Just somebody that has like their own thing going, because if they don't have their own thing going, they're just like focused on like what you got going on. And so I like my relationships to be like somebody that's like an individual that it's like two individuals coming together versus like a relationship that's like codependent.
Word. You said that very well.
Yeah,
Good
he
job.
did.
He definitely did. What about you, Eddie?
Everything he said.
That's fact.
Plus,
Yeah.
just a little bit more on the understanding of like what I actually do in my career and how much time it takes away from like actually being like that normal stay-at-home boyfriend that has all the time in the world for you. Because girls think they always say they understand until you like hit the road and then you're like working and you got to work late nights and you're around these environments. So I think somebody that gets like what we do is like what I'm looking for right now.
Women spit game too.
Yes. And there's free game for women, thanks to Josie.
Yeah.
For guys, thank you, Josie. We appreciate you for giving us that game. Yeah. Also, we going into a little more forward times. Black electronic music, the BEM series.
Yes.
All right, we here now. How do y'all even determine what makes those projects too? Like we got Melon, Anna and Log. Those are projects. Those are releases from 2017 that made it a 2021 project. Then songs like "Just the Way You Are," they don't even make it on to 1.5. You know what I mean? How do y'all determine what makes it onto Black electronic music?
So I can answer that. I feel like we have these rolling playlists that get like just added on, subtracted, and like we keep like picking on those ideas for years. So there might be like a track we're sitting on from 2 years ago. Like, you know, we did the Beam track last year. So like it might be, and those Jazzy tracks last year as well too. So there might be like ideas we take with us to next year. Like I don't plan on releasing an album anytime soon because, you know, there's just no demand for it right
All
now.
about the right timing.
Yeah. So I think like if those tracks carry on to next year and we feel that way, we're like, oh man, I'm really fucking with this track or I'm fucking with this one. They make the project. And then sometimes we'll circle back and we'll be like, yo, remember that one from like 2017? We just need to like master it. And like that's kind of how some
Incorporate it.
Yeah.
And we have like a database by year. Like I organize every track by like year from 2016.
2017 to 18, 19, 20, continuing. No, Melon is like a 101 classic for house. Like that's what that vibe gives me. And like, you know, house music, electronic music, Black creators have played a big role in that from time. And I feel like that's why I even made the titles of these projects Black electronic music. How do you feel the representation of Black creators is represented today in the electronic genre?
I think it's non-existent.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
even 3 years later or 2 years later, y'all been doing this for how many years?
Yeah.
Y'all been out here in Miami connected to many, many venues and implemented very essentially to a lot of artists' careers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
still that way though.
yeah, why?
I feel like it's inclusive to the certain class of people, certain race of people, but there's a lot of great Black electronic artists that don't get the shine they deserve. I feel like also a lot of electronic artists are able to pull from our culture and like use it however they want. And we're not able to do the same without it being like weird or them being like, no, this is too Black.
Or you're doing hip hop.
Yeah, you're doing hip hop, or it has to sound like this. And I'm like, well, I'm just putting my spin on it. It's like it doesn't have to be your way, but it's very weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and so in the one of the great things about like electronic dance music, there's a lot of freedom. Like the point of it to me is that dance music's supposed to bring different people like together, from different races to trans to gay to whatever. It doesn't matter. Everyone likes to dance. Right. I think currently it's like a lot of like separation in like the dance music scene, and then also with us, like our experience, it feels like once we get into it, the freedom that other artists get, we don't really get. And it's like, wait, why can't I do this? This person sampled Jay Dillon, turned it into like some 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like, okay, why can't I do like a neo soul like type of vibe? It doesn't necessarily means it's like straight R&B or neo soul, but it's like, why can't I like put my spin on it? So I do feel like it's non-existent, because my goal is for like an artist like Kodak Black to like think about working on the album. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do a trap record. Oh yeah, let me do a house record, and that be a normal thing when people go out.
What you spoke on? You just said Dilla. What? R.I.P. to Dilla.
Rest in peace.
Guy, great guy. What are some of your favorite producers and favorite hip hop artists?
Well, Jay Dilla,
Of course.
Pharrell and Chad Hugo,
Big Neptune.
Timbaland.
And y'all did the Billionaire Boys Club event just recently, and I almost wore a Billionaires Boys Club, but I didn't because I had to wear my cousin's brand that I want y'all to be sponsored by, Lemieux.
Okay.
Shout outs to them.
Shout out to Lemieux.
Nice, high-end, classic, clean brand. L-E space M-E-U-X, Lemieux. Based out of Brooklyn. He makes everything handmade. That's the homie. Shout outs to you, cuz. I love you, my guy. But other than that, of course.
And Doc McKinney. You gotta get Doc McKinney in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my 4.
That okay. And you, Eddie?
Kanye, Neptunes, Timbaland. Who else?
You got good taste, boy.
Timbaland's drums are just like outmatched.
Essential.
Yeah.
What's it, DJ Dahi?
Yeah, okay. That boy flexing over there. I see you, boy. You know something.
Quincy
Let
Jones.
Eddie talk.
Yeah. Quincy Jones definitely played a big part.
Classics.
And Doc McKinney.
Fire. Y'all boys is fire. Y'all hot.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Fire project. Fire song. That's a part of that's a track that did make it to BAM 1 and BAM 1.5. You said I've been doing a lot. I've been stirring the pot. I've been whipping the pot. I've been moving it. Okay, what are some of your favorite food spots out here in Miami?
My mom's kitchen.
Fire. You got a Zoe mom. It's biased.
Yeah.
What about you, Deji?
Lung Yai Thai restaurant in Little Havana, the best spot. And affordable.
That's fire. What are y'all cooking up next?
And can we come over?
Are we talking music?
Hey, yo,
or-
chill. You gotta
I cook-
relax.
I thought we were talking about food.
We are.
That's a good segue.
Still gotta relax.
So we just got a text from our manager to submit BEM 2.5. So we'll be submitting that very soon. There's a lot of finishing touches doing the album artwork. We do that all in house. And yeah, so that's BEM 2.5 is next.
Lit. What do y'all find like most satisfying from producing? Like y'all produce so many different things. Like I said, y'all produce, y'all do the half full creative, like y'all do like the visual, everything on that. What do you find most satisfying?
Okay, I could go. One of the coolest things is when it happened the other day, like you go to the studio and sometimes you have an idea, maybe you have an idea that's like 4 years old or whatever, and that pops up in the studio and it turns into like a song. It feels like a Pokemon leveling up. You're like, dang, you're a Charizard now.
Word.
I did not expect this when I woke up. This just happened. So it feels like magic. When like a track, you're in the studio and everyone's like, this shit's actually hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody agrees.
yeah.
It's a rare occasion.
You know,
Yeah.
this shit is on the back burner. It's just old as hell.
Yeah. Those are the best ones. 'Cause
Right,
You're
right.
like, I thought it was trash. Yeah.
You needed some time.
Yeah.
Think on it. Maybe you didn't have the right beat or whatever, the right
Or
feeling.
the right situation in life.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to live a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I ever got musically. When I was like ever in a stump, he was like, "Yo, just put down the pen and just live a little bit."
Actually.
That's what we're
For
learning.
real.
That's what I've been learning.
Yeah, it's the best advice I ever got musically.
Damn. That's actually
It helped
really
me
good.
So much. Like it helped me stop stressing like putting music out or being creative. I just like I'm gonna just live life and use those experiences to my creativity.
That's how I feel about Twitter when he's experiencing like so much turmoil and trauma or drama. I just like tweet it. It needs to go out to the
It's like I'm gonna use your situation
Yeah. He
for my
loves that.
creativity.
That
I mean,
go
it'd be
work
like that
like-
though.
Yeah.
It'd be like that though. 'Cause some people like musically don't necessarily go through the things they talk about, but they see it.
Their friends and stuff.
Right.
That's
They used to
true.
talk about that shit all the time in the Hot Boys. Like Juvie would just come in the studio talking shit about his day because he'd be out in the street, and Lil Wayne would just be eating it up, and then he'd talk about whatever Juvie was going through.
Shout out to Cash Money though, because that whole era,
Yeah. And
Very-
No Limit too.
Manny Fresh, I feel like he doesn't
And yeah,
get
yeah,
another
like, that's-
flowers.
Yeah, another producer,
Yeah,
did his thing.
Yeah.
No.
One of the greats.
Now, BAM 1.5, it's kind of like a deluxe album. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing kind of today. I don't know how y'all feel about, like the deluxe increase of that coming out more and more. Also that, but Harp Dreams, that's on there. That
Yeah. Shout out Triangles.
Triangles.
shout outs to the homie Triangles. That's like, it gives you like Asia influence, like, kind of like the production sound. What are like some of the farthest places you travel? Y'all done some overseas shows. What's some of the farthest places y'all travel to do shows, and some of y'all favorite places to do shows?
Australia.
Oh yeah.
Y'all boys went to what?
Yeah.
Hard.
That's like the unknown continent. Like everybody been
Melbourne.
to like every other continent. Like, oh, snap, you been to Africa? Okay. You been to Europe? Oh, word. Africa, South America.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And then y'all been to like
Australia is like you're in the plane and you're like, how is this plane in the air this long? That's how far.
That's how I felt when I went to London. I went to London. I went to London and saw Gangs of New York, which is like a 3-hour movie 3 times. I was like, how long are we gonna be? Oh,
That's a long flight. But when you go to Australia, you're like, wow, this is like a feat for humanity. Like, how did they get this plane didn't run out of gas?
God.
It's far.
We met Dave Chappelle there, actually.
Dave?
Yeah, we met Dave Chappelle in Australia in a tucked away club.
I have
It was
the picture,
crazy.
too.
It was a crazy story.
Wait, now tell us. You gotta tell us the story.
While he was hidden.
Yo, so
Yeah, I was saying, is this the years when he was like after
no one seen him.
seasonal
Yeah.
Oh shit.
comedy?
We found Mewtwo. We found like
Oh, wow.
yeah, man. So we were in Australia playing these shows and
What year is this?
bro.
We don't really remember.
If it's the years that Dave was hiding, so it's got to be
He
like,
was Swole Dave at that point.
so it's got to be like anywhere 2014,
2013.
2014.
Yeah.
What's funny though,
Yeah,
before
maybe.
he tells the story,
Well, no, maybe earlier than that, possibly. Damn.
I gotta find. You got the picture?
I have the picture. I
Has
don't
the
know if you
date
know
on
how to look up the metadata of it.
It says it probably says it on the.
No, don't stress it, but please tell me. Please.
So
Nah, airdrop me the picture.
as we're walking, right, we're like one of 3 black people. We're 3 black people in. We're with our homie Shakira at the time. We were just walking down the street.
You were with Shakira?
Nah.
Just say it so casual.
Luke,
I wish.
I dropped it to someone.
So we were with our
Luke?
homie and we were walking, and then this bouncer was like, Dave Chappelle, and then I'm doing a bad Australian accent, but he looked at us and just kept saying Dave Chappelle, and I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And then he was like, Dave Chappelle's gonna be here later on, and then I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, yeah, he said he's coming back to this club. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, but we're showing Half Baked upstairs right now.
lit.
So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. We're going to come back later. So that was just the bar that was by our hotel. So, like, we went back, got ready, and then pulled up to this bar. And as we're walking down these stairs, I'll never forget, I seen another black dude, and I didn't have my glasses at the moment. So I was like, oh, shit, it's another black dude. That was the first thought in my head. I was like, now we're 4.
One of 4 of us.
Yeah. So as we get closer, I'm like, oh, shit, it's T.O.
Yeah,
I was like, yo,
that's
Look at my.
We're like, yeah, that's
look at
Terrell.
Dave. Damn, Terrell Owens and Dave Chappelle in Australia?
Yeah.
All at the same time with PaperWater?
With PaperWater.
Jeez, I'm crying.
So I'm like, oh shit, it's Terrell. No, but it wasn't Terrell Owens. I thought it was. As I got closer, he gets up and
And it was Deji.
it was. I'm like, Daisy. No.
You gotta look like Terrell Owens.
Yeah. Bro, I
my
really
God,
thought
I
it was
never-
T.O. I was freaking out. I was like, oh shit, it's T.O. And then as soon as we get up, no lie, he looks at us and he goes, niggers.
That's the first thing he said.
I was like, it's
you
Dave
knew.
Chappelle. I was like, yeah, he knew. And he was like, niggas, where are y'all from? And then he kept like talking to us.
You
And
could just tell.
yeah, and I was like, I was starstruck. I don't get starstruck, but like I was actually like, holy shit, that's what I just kept saying in my head.
Especially during the time he's fucking missing and shit. So
And he was
like,
swole, so during the show he was skinny.
You're right.
So seeing him swole was like crazy. It was like, oh, you got brolic on it.
Yeah. He's
What you been doing out here, nigga?
Yeah.
It's too great. Luke,
Nigga went
my
fucking time chamber.
Luke, my guy, please pull up another tweet. I have a tweet from
Picture's legendary,
if
by
you
the
don't make a decision is how it starts out. Scroll down. There we go. If you don't. On February 13th, day before Valentine's Day last year at 2:35 p.m., one of you said, if you don't make a decision, you are making a decision.
I think this one's Deji for sure.
Deji, you are a rebel
you're
with
on a
no
roll, bro.
cause
You're on a
Prolific.
roll.
at this point.
He's a prophet.
I don't even remember saying this.
That's what I love. That's what I love. That's what I love. But tell me, what does that mean though to
You know
you,
what it means.
to both of y'all?
So, for me, it's like, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything or whatever, and you think you're not doing anything. It's like by not doing anything, you're
You're
making
doing
the decision
something, for sure.
to do something, and it's gonna have like effects on life or whatever. So I think that's what I believe what I was saying behind this tweet. But the fact that it's behind Valentine's Day has something to do with girls.
Shout outs,
For sure.
shout outs to women. We love y'all.
Tight.
I was
It
probably
is
stressed out.
2:13. I didn't realize it.
I won't get too crazy with the tweets on y'all, but we'll get
I
back.
actually enjoyed the tweets.
Yeah, this is actually funny.
No,
Like,
but
it's
I got,
like accountability.
I got. Oh, don't worry, we got more. I won't get too crazy, but on BEM 1.5, you got first one on 11, right? That song just gives me like a perfect syncing opportunity. Like it sounds like it belongs in that sync. How many of those have y'all had? Like I think that you did something with like Giants TV, and then somebody did something with a show called Water.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. So on the side,
I be doing my research, man.
that's crazy. So
You want some more Deli?
random.
Yeah, I
Yes,
want-
actually,
yeah.
it was too far away, so I was just like, I don't want to reach.
Don't
and-
ever act like that with me.
No, but the cameras are here, so I'm like, oh, that's like
no, I
a,
didn't-
that's a far. I was that's a far.
That's wild.
I was like, if I've reached, then they'll be like, oh, damn, he really wants the Deleon.
Nah, that's why I'm just gonna be considered the bad influence on y'all. Y'all can blame it on me.
We always
That's
do.
my evil twin right here.
Yeah, evil twin. Matter of fact, bitch, I'm getting some motherfucker. Excuse me.
Deleon too strong for me. I don't know.
You don't like it? Come on, man. Black man. It's got struggles in it.
Lobos is LeBron. What you talking about?
Lobos is LeBron?
Yeah, nigga. Stop
Not
playing.
us being black owned.
Yo, do you think it's fair to call them evil twins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who's it? All right.
Really? Because that was called
But you
racist
guys
for
don't
that at
look
one
equal,
point.
though.
Don't call racist
Luke,
by
Luke,
DQ.
there's
I just
another-
told you that we do not look alike.
Look, I don't think you're racist.
And then the comment section said otherwise. And then the
No, y'all
live
don't.
chat said
y'all don't
otherwise.
really look alike.
That's
though.
okay.
I
We
don't
we
think
do or don't?
Don't.
You guys could be
Thank
cousins.
you.
I don't think
But you
Thank you.
What-
You're the
what
first
is the
people to say. Everybody's like,
criteria
y'all
of, like,
side profile is crazy.
Wait, turn to the side. Nah.
Thank you. And I trust y'all because you guys are PaperWater.
Yeah.
So, and that's very important to me.
yeah.
I
Very
could, say
real.
we, I could say we could be cousins.
Yeah, like y'all cousins.
See cousins.
But I
No.
don't think
Yeah.
we look the same at all.
No, but speeding fast forward, I want to keep y'all too crazy. We did say R.I.P. to Dilla. You know, y'all spoke about like your favorite producers. R.I.P. to Virgil.
Yeah.
RP to Virgil.
You know,
Died randomly and texting people.
Virgil
crazy.
passed away the day before my birthday.
Yeah.
So like it kind of shifted my mood in all of those years and stuff like that. Not to make it about me or something crazy.
No.
But like that's how it affected me. You know what I mean? Like my I was going through a lot that year already. I think this was 2021 or
2021. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had gotten to some shit around that time. Like literally around my birthday time. Thanksgiving was the craziest.
That was a
shit
hard
ever.
year.
So, you know, adjusting, J-Guard knows what I'm talking about. So adjusting to that and then hearing Virgil passing away was like very like, damn, like, but look how much he did in that time and the impact that he did before he passed. Like it was like very hitting me like, what impact are you gonna do before you pass, nigga? And it's like, I gotta work. But like y'all did the project with him, full worth doing. Y'all have a track with him on the BEM 2 project. How did that even come about?
That was through For Worth Doing, actually. The shout out to For Worth Doing. He's really, he's just an all around creative designer. He's making coffee mugs right now. He just does whatever he feels like. He's one of those guys. Very deep rooted in the New York scene. He like when Supreme started, he was probably part of that original store.
One of the founders. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the founders. And then had his own gallery at a point and moved down to Miami. And he came to us one day and he was like, I want to work with you guys on this project with Virgil. I got these like conversations between me and Virgil and he's down to work with it. And then I was like, we're like, yeah, okay. Again,
Why not?
like, but we're like what Deji says, we just think everybody's like scamming us because it sounds so
Sounds too good to be true.
yeah, it was such a crazy opportunity. So we probably worked on that project and did it in like a day.
No, literally 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We did the whole thing in 30 minutes. We're like, okay, send it. Because we already DJed with Virgil before. So we're like,
At 3 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 points.
I know.
With-
I know.
I have a whole story about that.
Then you're gonna tell it today, because that was probably definitely my next question. Am I lying? My brother Wooler could tell you.
Oh,
He got it up.
yeah.
It's up there.
So I don't know. The whole experience with Aaron Fort Worth doing a Virgil was like
The whole interview process, yeah, that shit was dope.
Because we put the least amount of thought into doing it, and it was a stream of consciousness. Out of all the things we do, collabing with Virgil, we didn't really think about. We're just like, this is what we're gonna send him. And then he was like, this is dope.
And y'all dropped, I think y'all dropped BEM, 2.0 dropped like October of 2021.
Yeah.
I think he passed like November 28th. So it was like definitely.
No, BEM actually, we were doing, you know how Kanye was doing those live performances before the song came out?
How could I forget?
So I'm just going to say, we were doing that before him. And his creative director follows us, whatever. Okay, so we were doing that so that.
Big clip. Luke made that clip.
So that year we did the Frost Planetarium, and we'll tease BEM 2.0 and as a release party, but we wouldn't release it. So we were like doing that. And then in March, we actually released BEM March of last year, yesterday. BEM 2.0 came out. And so during that time, we're just like really teasing it, but doing entire events.
Yeah, I am speeding up. I had this shit in chronological order, and I'm speeding up. You guys are just so great. And I just like, oh, wow, y'all already touched on that. So I can bounce and touch on that as well. And I was like, oh, no, wait. Because, yeah, like the 100 for 100 project is what it was. Like, was it like 100 100 CDs for $100?
Oh, no, there were 100 CDs that were custom made, one of one. And Aaron Forward he painted each one. He got us to come to a studio and paint a couple. And then Deji even brought like a Liberian money. And then we like cut it out, put it on. And then he just let us do our thing. And then he was like, yeah, these are going out. He had like the whole vision for it. It's so cool.
And then they just sold it in Japan.
Lord.
What?
Y'all big known over there. Even more. That's lit.
Sorry, y'all ever been in Japan?
I have.
Word.
Deji to God,
I
man.
went to Japan with my mom and one of my best friends, Aki, who he used to do in good company. He used to do like these day parties. And we went to Japan for spring break.
Word.
And then we went on a vape store scavenger hunt.
Did you find it?
Yes, we did.
Well, since we're here,
Essentially, when you go to Japan,
That's the right question.
since we're here at BEM 2.0, since we made it through the 1.5, we're at BEM 2.0. Started out with "Are you happy?" I'm just gonna quote that intro. Am I happy with who I am? Am I happy with the people around me? Am I happy with what I'm doing? Am I happy with the way my life is going?
This nigga read that like a school teacher.
Sorry. Do you think I said it? They had it like double echoed. One person said it and then the person echoed it. Do I have life or am I just living? Do y'all have any answers to those questions? Also, how has you all being PaperWater, y'all have y'all ideal of direction, I'm sure. How has knowing your identity and knowing your direction play a role in y'all?
That's been, I feel like that's our story. We always, from the beginning, had ideas and we felt like it was like a right to express it. So like the whole concept of PaperWater is like Black joy. And so I feel like Black people as a race, they're always like protesting or doing whatever. And so I guess what we're fighting for is the idea for people to just do whatever the fuck they want. And so it's like, okay, let's say like, you want to do...
Y'all want people to dance. I know that for sure. That's on the agenda.
Dance, but even if it's just anything, I think there's like a lot of limitations of like what you should do, specifically as like a Black man. You're like, okay, these are like...
It's like a extensive list on Twitter of the things that Black men can't do.
It's like a matrix. Yeah, it's like
a whole
crazy.
Shit is
This is like
ridiculous.
1,000 things we can't do.
It's a billion things
We
that
can't
we can't
shiver
do.
when we're cold.
That's got to be added to the list. There's a list. There's a crazy list. I wish I could pull it up.
That's like you
That's
just
funny.
need to relax.
This shit crazy.
What do you say?
Can't
Eddie.
sleep on, can't sleep on your stomach.
I want to touch on the "Are You Happy?" and I feel like that's kind of just the reason we put it on the project was like it's a mantra and it reminds. Like I listen to it every day.
That's what it gives me. It gives me something that you start your day with.
Yeah, definitely, and it just reminds
No
me.
pun
to-
intended.
To like do whatever the fuck you want to do, and it's like that's how I move. That's how I always thought about like everything from like sports or whatever it is. It's like I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and that's
Yeah.
it. You just gotta fuck with it.
And Are You Happy is cool because it has a lot to do with like COVID. So when the world shut down, everybody was forced to deal with themselves. And I felt like that intro is kind of like what your mind was like telling you, like, you never talked to your father in like 20 years. What's up with that?
Yeah.
You're not busy.
Right. It's very self-reflecting.
Yeah. So.
And then we got 5 a.m.
Ooh,
A banger. A banger. You said I did you wrong, but at least I made this song.
yeah,
That's amazing.
she liked it too.
That's hard.
I'm glad
She
you did.
liked it.
Yeah, she liked.
What are some wrongdoings or mistakes
Yo,
you had to
he
learn?
said she liked it too. You're not gonna ask about that?
No, I'm pretty sure she's around or not around, and she knows her place, and she's.
Yeah, we can't give her any more.
Thank you
airtime.
for being considerate.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Can't give her
Carry on.
airtime.
Can't make it happen. What are some wrongdoings or mistakes you had to learn from?
Not being patient. You know, I was very impatient, a very impatient person. Deji got me this book called The Untethered Soul, and I've been reading it and becoming more patient with it. And that's a wrongdoing. Like, I was never patient in my relationship, and, like, I feel like they suffered. So that definitely being more patient in life.
Patience is key.
Yeah. Like what you said about the song.
Deji,
Yeah.
anything? Any mistakes? Any mistakes you had to learn from in your career?
When it comes to relationships,
No, just period. Your career or relationships.
I think just speaking out more, really, and just like I pour into like a lot of rooms, but just like I wouldn't say it's a mistake. It's just more like reflecting on my career. I was like, oh, I need to pour into myself more, and like have more confidence in myself.
That's what. Then we got, like I said, indie circuits. You never step out. You never out of comfort. What are some things that you had to push for out of your comfort zone? Yeah, that's what made y'all think, huh?
You know, being of Haitian background, doing music is not really accepted. Like, I was always told to be like a doctor and lawyer. So, like, being a creative, I felt like I had to learn to accept, like, everything that comes with it and not know that it's not so structured or rigid like my parents want me to be or, like, raised me to be. It's more like it's free-flowing, it's being yourself and being, like what Giant said on that song is like, you never step out of your comfort zone. And then I feel like being vulnerable and everything and being like the best you could be is like stepping out of your comfort zone for sure. So like that's kind of what I feel about that. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like after graduating architecture, which is like the African dream, because they could just say, they're like, yeah, my son did this. or,
Did this, right.
Yeah. I think stepping out the comfort zone, like in my life, I always had to make decisions that eventually went against what everybody said. And I have to like repeatedly do that over and over again. And I have my best friend, Eddie, and it's like, now we're doing that together. It's like we have to like continually do that. So I just feel like my whole life is actually uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Since like 5.
Damn.
That's why when I'm on stage, I'm like calm. I'm like, okay.
Like, actually, for real.
I love this Deji right here. Like, this is the unraveled Deji right here we get right here. Just being vulnerable, OG vulnerable right now. I love it. Look at you. That's a fire track. Love that.
I feel like it's like a build-up chop.
Yeah, he keeps trying to mislead us. I don't like it.
Well, how am I trying to present you?
Look at you.
Look at
That's
you.
a fire track.
It's a fire track. It's the next track on the project.
If you didn't know.
When people look at and then you got 100 Degrees, which is one of my favorites.
That one's hard.
Tamaguchi just came through like in the perfect new hot nigga around, yeah. I don't want to tell, yeah. Like they came through on the perfect like note. Like look at you though. What do you want people to see when they look at you?
Basically everything Deji actually said. Like I feel like I think the lyrics are like, look at you, look at me. It's off that Old Spice commercial. Like I was just thinking about that Old Spice commercial, but it's like being comfortable. So it's like some people are so uncomfortable, and it's just like, look at you, look at me. I'm everywhere you want to be, or some shit like that. And then I don't know.
A lot of people wear masks.
Yeah.
Like when you go out, I'll be
Facts.
DJing, and I'm like,
Why do you have this on?
is it Halloween? And so I think what we're trying to do, because sometimes I go, like the Apple thing is, it's very, everyone tries to be like cool and have it together, but no one wants to like dress up like Steve Jobs for Apple
Facts.
and like have some fun and stuff. So I feel like as adults, people need to have more fun and just really be themselves and be like, you know, I like this. I don't like this. And then I just see a lot of people just like following one direction. And I'm like, that's actually weird.
That's a lot of the culture today.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the culture,
Yes.
Luke, pull up some more tweets for me, brother.
Oh, man.
Because you know that's a part of the culture so much.
I feel like this is going to be Eddie.
Let me see.
sure
Yes,
you have
right
one in
there.
mind.
If you close. Please,
Time to
Deji, please read this one for me.
Because you know it's him.
That's actually weird. If you close your eyes at Miami and throw a rock, you'll hit a girl for BBL. Time to pivot. I don't know.
Yo, in February, you were on one. Like,
No, that ass. This is early.
February 2nd,
February was a little
2022. This is what he had to say at 1:41 p.m.
Yo,
it's always at that time.
Where was I, though?
I have a plug request because I'm going to sample it from my soundboard. Could you say the hashtag again in your strongest, deepest tone?
Hashtag it's time to pivot.
Hashtag.
I'm using that.
Time to pivot.
Thank you.
That's great.
Okay, so I actually remember why I wrote this. So we used to live in North Miami in this like cool ass house. It had like a glass studio or whatever. And I will always ride my bike to the beach. So it was like on 131st. So when I went across to the beach to Bal Harbor, I always passed Mr. Miami's office.
Okay.
Mr. Miami does like all the BBLs. I don't know.
Yeah,
y'all know-
Dr. Miami.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Miami. Dr.
Yeah.
Miami.
What's that,
My
Mr.
bad.
Miami? He on a first name basis.
Yeah.
You got a few joints that went there, huh?
My dog been in the office.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
Yo,
it
get her
anymore.
right.
I'm not gonna
Get
say
her
it.
right. Give her my usual package. I give all my joints.
But he was popping that year, and so I was just, I don't know, that thought. How I think of tweets, I feel like they come from God.
Wow.
If you close your eyes, like, it just came to me. I was riding my bike, and I was like, everyone's just getting a BBL right now.
I think it's time to go to the next tweet.
Okay.
I think it's time.
That's so funny.
Give me the next one. Just use the mice and the scroll. Yeah, click out of that. And yeah, right there. That's good. Let's
Shout out
please
to
speak on
Sarah
this.
Ford.
On April 27, 2022, last year, one of you said 1 at 1:53 p.m. A lot of people are
around
going
this
through
time.
hardships in Miami, especially in the creative field. Remember, don't let them play you. You are better than you think.
This is a Deji tear. I guess 2022, you were going through it.
No, this one,
Nah, this is you.
this one politically because of our career and like situations.
Okay.
I can't say. I was talking about specific people in Miami that like control things and block people and stuff like that.
Yeah. Right.
And so there's like a situation that was happening to us that like we got blackballed out of every club in like downtown Wynwood or whatever, and the reason we know how to do events is because we get blackballed and we have to learn how to do events to like keep it going. And so this was like a tweet that I was just kind of talking to other creators that's like, hey, like, you know, I don't know. I was going through it, but I was like, hey, if you're going through it, just know you're great. If that's happening to you, that means like you got something. So just keep going.
Right.
And that was like what that tweet was about.
Good
But yeah, there's
motivation.
a lot of people that actively try to like block people, which is crazy to me.
Well,
That's real shit.
I think I got one more tweet that I definitely want to address with you.
I know which one you're gonna pull up.
Yeah, the first one at the top, at the top, right there. Yeah. Some
I
of
knew it.
y'all owe us 10%.
That's me.
Thank God.
One. You got one.
Yeah.
Got one for Eddie.
Yeah. That's later.
Sounds like a failed manager.
That is later in the year.
This is on the 1st of September, 2022 at 10:13 in the morning. Early
I
start.
said, wake
Yeah.
up, wake up, wake up.
You know,
Y'all
I'ma
some early
say-
tweeters.
yeah.
Yes.
I wake up at 5 a.m. It's crazy.
He made me a
Same,
morning
like,
person.
I can't help it either.
Yeah.
I just automatically. It's either 4 or 5.
And I could be out all night too, and I'll just wake up. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
Yeah, the
I
only
so
time I
good.
sleep through the night is when I'm fucked up.
Yeah, actually. It's true. I feel like a lot of people owe us 10% because they're either copying us, we either plug them in situations and then they didn't realize it till later. And after we help a lot of people, they end up resenting us for it. I don't know if you guys ever been in situations where you help somebody out so much they resent you for it. That happens to us a lot, I want to say. So I feel like for some of the position I put a lot of people in, they should give me my 10% back because I never asked for it during the time. I was being
Factoroni.
genuine. Yeah. So being genuine, and then you switch up on me. Now it's like a business relationship. So you owe me 10%. Cause
Facts.
yeah.
I feel that.
It's so weird that there's like people we really like. They have like a music. They weren't doing music, and they have a whole music career, and they resent us
Crazy.
making them have a music career. And I'll be like, yo, I literally. If you look at, if you write it on a piece of paper, there's like no negative things that happen, but it's like I feel like insecurities and ego, like cloud people's judgment. I don't know.
For sure.
And now we have the recent release, the most recent release, Vite. Speed is what it means, right?
Fast.
Fast,
Yeah.
fast in French.
Yes.
Is that the single for BEM 2.5?
It is. It's one of two singles.
I'm actually, even though it's not getting crazy streams, I do like that slowly DJs are picking it up and playing it at festivals.
It's
Like-
it's doing streams in the streets.
In the streets, yeah. It's like
Right.
it's actually being played out, but like on Spotify, it's like not doing anything. But I like that. I'm like, oh shit, it's like actually, it's like influencing producers and DJs, which we care about.
And is there any artists in the local scene that y'all like have an ear to, or y'all still have the label?
I love Abina.
Mm,
I think she's incredible. Like, she's special.
Shout out to Seafoam, man. I'm a really big Seafoam Walls fan. Like anything Giant touches, like he's really a low key goat, and he's so humble that sometimes I gotta brag for him because he's on a Europe tour right now.
And
So
North American tour.
yeah, he's going crazy. Shout
Hoosh.
out Hoosh. Yeah, Hoosh is another
no,
one.
Hoosh,
be
I
going
love
crazy.
I love slow dance. I love come around.
Yeah.
I love the fact that y'all have come around as a song twice. I love the OG one and I love the one with Hoosh.
Okay. Yeah. Damn. You,
I did my research.
yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, for real.
I appreciate you.
I'm gonna just start sending you unreleased. I'm like, here it is.
He already got it.
But more unreleased. I'm
Yes,
like, here's
trust me. I definitely
We gotta give you the
Appreciate
SoundCloud
that.
login.
Just
Yeah,
send
there's the
hard drive.
SoundCloud login.
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, just send the hard drive.
Yeah, actually.
But no, man, BEM 2.5, I'm sure is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
BEM 3.0, I'm sure is a thing. So, like I said before,
BEM 3.0 might be the last one.
I'm about to close out.
Yeah, PaperWater is gonna break up.
Not break up, but we're gonna probably be the last. We're really good at ending
No, you
things.
gotta like end the podcast with being like, we're gonna break.
We're gonna break up.
Yeah. Man. That's it. There's no more PaperWater at the end of 2023.
Honestly, there's been a lot of like creative differences.
Like for real, like I don't really fuck with bruh.
Like every time
Nigga wearing a red shirt and all.
he started dyeing his hair. I was like, who is this?
Nigga
Like
black
really.
as Wesley Snipes.
Now we're
bro.
making clips. Now we making content.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do the sound bites. Yeah. I'm gonna just say shit that I don't agree
Nah,
with.
fuck it. If you want to do sound bites,
Do we got a president? Really?
Take
Let's do
all
it.
these sound bites for
if,
myself.
all right, so you want to do sound bites? My man,
we
my
got-
man
we-
Water's been here as a great sport, is my guy.
Wait, can I use the restroom though?
No.
No.
Okay.
This
I'll,
last-
I'll hold it. So I'm gonna be
I'm joking,
unhinged. I'm gonna be unhinged.
I'm joking. This last segment, and then we can go.
Okay.
You're good.
All right, this last segment, you know, I do on when I do my interviews, it's called rapid fire questions. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, water versus paper water.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's the battle right here.
You guys didn't tell me about this before.
We did it. It's
That's
Okay.
the whole point.
I'm gonna call Dot.
It's
I'm gonna
messed
call my
up.
manager. Hold on.
How would you feel? I'm gonna start with you. How would you feel if your girl, you went over to your homeboy crib and she connected to the Wi-Fi automatically?
Ooh.
That's a new one.
I would think about if we've been there before. That would be the first one.
Benefit of
No, but
you a benefit of the doubt ass nigga. I
It's
feel
already
you.
assumed.
I'm just saying.
I would ask him straight up. I'd be like, "Yo, you smash?"
Yeah.
And then like,
Did you know her before me?
yeah,
Asking
and
right
then
then and there.
yeah,
You
I
took,
would.
you took her there.
I would not wait. There was no waiting because I couldn't handle it. Like,
You driving her home afterwards?
yeah, because the visual come into
depends
my
on
head.
what she says.
Yeah.
I'm so nice.
If
I
I'm
might
driving
call
her
it.
home,
No,
if she
saying,
say,
if he smashed, you driving her home
hell
afterwards?
no, I'm gonna excuse myself real quietly because now I used to blow up, but now I'll just be like, I'm gonna go
But now
take
you're
this
smaller.
phone call.
Then when you played football?
Yeah, I'm way skinnier now. I'm runway ready.
I'm gonna ask you, what's one thing that your parents used to trip about that you never understood?
Oh my God. With Africans, you can't even talk back. Like in general. Let's say it's something that doesn't make no sense and you just talk.
Don't disagree. Agree.
If I just don't agree with it,
Yeah.
it was just like you get slapped.
Yep.
That never made sense.
That's facts.
feel that.
I feel that in
feel
Jamaican
that.
culture.
I feel
Trust me.
that.
It's like,
No
y'all
one asks no
wrong.
questions, but they want you to ask questions. They don't make no sense.
It makes no sense.
All right, I got another one. Have you ever caught your significant other cheating?
No. Thank God.
Deji has.
Yeah.
Damn.
Really?
That's the wrong one.
In the act.
I asked the wrong one.
In the act.
Trisha.
Oh.
Damn, you dropping names.
Yeah, I said the name.
He had too much
Yo.
daily on.
Fuck you,
You gave him too much daily on.
Yo, hey, Trisha cheated on me.
Trisha.
You
Find out.
cheated on me.
How'd you find out?
You got some more Delia?
Yeah.
I'm going all the way back in the past. Okay.
Damn.
Trisha cheated. I have actually kept it to myself, Eddie. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But I felt like I like being dramatic, so I like saying it in the interview.
This is good. Now continue.
So Trisha, damn, I'm gonna regret this. Okay, so I found out she was married to somebody.
No.
That's where you at. So I just want to
Yeah.
know, like, do you think that
After
you
let-
just gonna keep getting away with this shit?
Oh, it's amazing. Because you don't know, but now I'm saying it.
Wait.
It's all true.
Slow down. You're moving too fast.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Okay. Trisha cheated on me with this guy from Eastern Europe, and she was already married, and then I took all her stuff. I was so mad that I got calm and really organized, and I just took all her stuff and moved it to her parents' house.
I've never heard someone say, I was so mad that I got calm and really organized.
Right.
I was like, you need to leave my life,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be like Amazon.
I'm gonna help you in this. I'm gonna ship and deliver.
Wait.
He's suddenly Jeff Bezos.
Yes, that's all I know.
That is nuts. I didn't expect that at all.
Me too.
Is
And
that
this
like
is-
a Liberian thing or like
No, so how I found out.
Press the horn. Can you press the horn right now?
Okay, so the year was what was the year Carswell went crazy?
what went crazy?
There's a year. So after I graduated college, this actually has to do with the Arlo trauma thing. The reason I never brought it up because I had a crazier year. So when I graduated college, my mom, she like lost her house. Very sad. That was like her dream to have a house, and she lost it to like the Miami housing scam crisis thing.
Press
that
the
was
horn
going
for that.
Zones and shit.
Yeah. Shout out to housing crisis.
Shout out
and,
to housing crisis.
And so I had a cousin that like, so my family's Liberian, so half of my family was like in a genocide. And so Africans never talked about, they never talked about like mental health or anything.
Right.
Like it doesn't exist.
Most black families don't.
So when my cousin starts acting up or whatever, and he starts doing like mental health things, they're just like, what's happening, whatever. And then no one tells like, oh, this person was like a child soldier or whatever in the past. Also, my brother, he's like has schizophrenia. So that whole year, all of these things happened, and I got cheated on, and I felt like helpless. I was like, damn, this is like the cheating on is like number 4 on the list right now.
Right.
And then my cousin took my car.
Oh my God.
And he like stole it and then just went to Atlanta and like trashed my car to like stalk his girlfriend or whatever. I remember talking to him in Guitar Center, just like yelling in Guitar Center, like, give me my fucking car, I'm gonna kill you, whatever.
It was a crazy time.
Yo,
This is probably the worst year of my life.
it just get worse and worse and worse.
So getting cheated on, like when it was dead, I was like, okay.
Most people meet people at Walmart. He's like, meet me at Guitar Center right now.
Like, I forgot he got cheated on. Like,
I completely forgot. So like when that happened, I was like, okay, I'm over this. Okay, you just need to leave out of my life. And then so
all right, so let's get to some positive shit.
it was positive because
She's gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
Because after her, Half Full started.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Word.
Wow, look how we tied all back in. Please,
Yeah.
please continue.
If you
Water.
have
Almost
a number
Kevin Hart
to a
level.
therapist,
Please continue, Water.
That was wild, though. I did not expect that from that question, boy. And I asked the wrong person. Like, that shit was wild. But what's your most memorable school teacher? I'm gonna get into the positive shit.
Like that's just
Yo, fucking Coach Hammetry.
no, actually, yeah, Coach Fernandez, Coach Hammertree.
Coach Hammetry.
Yeah, Coach Fernandez actually. Rest in peace, Coach Fernandez. Yeah, he was our football coach. So,
Okay.
yeah, he's also
Makes
a school
sense.
teacher.
Some of the things he taught, we applied.
Word.
What was one of the things that you took from him?
He was always like, there's mountains to climb. And then once I got into life, I was like, damn, life's hard. This shit feels like I'm climbing a mountain for real.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he was talking about.
You had that moment?
And then Hammetry was like a track and field coach legend. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I remember he's white, and I remember he got all of us or whatever, and he talked to us, and he's like, you guys are brothers, so like there's a lot of things in life that's gonna happen to you that you're not, like, you gotta stick together and like really fight hard. So I feel like Coach Hammetry is just a legend because he did extra more than he paid for. And then also he got struck by lightning twice. That's out of context.
Yeah,
And survived.
crazy.
He got struck by lightning twice.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's crazy legend.
Definitely someone you should take advice from in life.
What?
I was like,
Crazy.
man.
Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place besides him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, at that point he was like a magnet. Like, you know, his ions changed and shit. He was like,
In football practice,
The first one caused the second.
Nigga was raiding.
when it started raining,
He's an Avenger.
static shock.
Thor ass nigga.
Yo, no lie, every time it would start to thunder or rain during practice, he would sprint inside. It would
we just see him close to the building like, dang, he's gone already.
I know he's a fan of electronic
blame him.
music.
Probably.
Actually,
we need to
him
pull
the
up on
project.
him before he passes away.
He's
Probably
definitely
like
a
8.
fan.
Yeah.
Word. So, Eddie, you fucking on the first night, or you a gentleman?
It depends, you know. If she's really bad, I'll probably slip up. But I definitely want to get to know all the red flags before. But like,
Or if you're on tour.
Wait, are those mutually exclusive ideas though?
what do you mean?
I mean, he said, "Are you a gentleman or do you fuck the first night?" Like, why is that separate ideas?
The stigma is that you're not when you try to.
If the vibe is right, you know the vibe's right, and you gotta go with the vibes. But like,
That is true.
yeah, if it's like off, then I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna be like, I don't know. But I usually want to fuck on the first night. You know?
I think
like,
we all do.
We're pretty good at honestly for
think we
DJs. Like in the music
I think
industry,
women do
DJs
too,
were
depending on the man
Smooth.
type shit.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
think I gotta, like, there's a thing going around that I'm a man whore. And I'm not, I want to
He's
clear
not.
this up right now. I am not a man whore.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
Let me
I
speak
thought
for you
all
'cause
those.
you can
I
speak.
thought all
You're
those
not a
tweets was
man
from
whore.
you. So you prove me wrong.
you're judging him.
He's
off his
not.
hair.
He's
That's
actually
not right.
okay. Eddie is a nice guy. You're asking. That's right.
You ask him.
It's funny because girls actually ask me. They're like, "Is he a good guy?" And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Of course, he is a good guy, but like,
Question is,
I'm not gonna be like, "Yo, he's terrible." Like,
And I definitely thought the Hollywood tweet was him and everything, but no.
No, Deji, listen. When
Deji
I'm living
was
through
single-
him.
bad
Now
guy.
that
Deji is really a menace to society,
When
for
he
sure.
was single, hey, man.
Hey, that's,
You was
I'm
out
a free
here.
spirit. I'm like a those ayahuasca people.
oh my gosh. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. You got another rapid fire question?
I got a couple, but we could. I'll do one more.
Do the last one, and we could closing this out with these guys. We're gonna have a post scene and all.
I believe in buying sections in the club.
Hell no.
Hell, fuck no.
Oh, man. That's crazy. You lame, bro. Like, if you're buying sections, like, you really don't get
Yo, it makes no sense.
They
Just
y'all
stand there.
events. If somebody comes to y'all events and they buy a section,
Honestly,
Oh, it's them.
I just look at you and judge you while I'm DJing.
Yeah.
Like, are you buying sections?
I'm like,
That's
I
crazy.
don't get it. It's
You're not even dancing.
yeah, it's crazy to me. Like, it's such
I'm
a
not
crazy
buying
concept.
But, you know, if club owners want to do that to support their businesses, we do support that. But as PaperWater, you know, I
Brought
prefer
to you by PaperWater.
I prefer people to dance and have a great time.
Right. Nobody's dancing.
thank you, PaperWater. Thank you, PaperWater. That's so
That
funny.
is rapid fire questions by Just Add Water. Versus
Shout outs to my guy,
That's
Just
good.
Add Water, man.
Just
I'm
Add Water,
glad.
great question.
This is team sport.
Shout out Team Sport.
With Team Sport.
Yeah, team sport, team sport, team sport.
And I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all coming through to the Minds Wide Florida Vibe Directory with my guy, one and only Water, my guy Luke.
Shout out, Luke.
Shout outs to my guy. And of course, PaperWater. Any last words?
I appreciate everyone that listens to us.
Yeah.
Our music, because there's billions of songs being uploaded on Spotify, and you just you type in PaperWater. That's it.
But it's fire.
no, wasn't that.
That. Shout out to y'all. This is Florida Vibe Directory with PaperWater. I'm your host, Sir DQ. Shout outs to you. Love. Peace.
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 Turn that song up.
It said it's playing.
Is it playing?
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You're now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.